Hi, this is Shri. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the future of coding with GitHub Copilot. Imagine having a coding partner who is always ready to assist and has a knowledge from countless code repositories. That is GitHub Copilot for you. It is an AI-powered code completion tool developed by GitHub and OpenAI. It will help us write code faster by suggesting blocks of code as we type. We will see this in action. Before that, let's look into the installation and setup. GitHub Copilot is a client-side extension tool which works on top of our IDEs. As of today, GitHub Copilot supports JetBrains IDE, NeoVim, Visual Studio, and Visual Studio Code. GitHub Copilot comes in two flavors. One is Copilot for individual and Copilot for business. As a prerequisite, we must have a GitHub Copilot active subscription. For demo purpose, we will be using Visual Studio Code. It comes as any normal extension in Visual Studio Code. Just go to the Visual Studio Code extensions, look for GitHub Copilot and install this extension. Once this extension is installed, you will see the GitHub icon here. When this is done, just link your GitHub account to the GitHub Copilot extension. Then it will pull up your subscription automatically. I have done all of this already. Let's jump into the demo directly now. I'm in my Visual Studio. I have the GitHub Copilot activated already. I have created a simple Azure function. Now what we want to do is simply we just want to add a new file. We want to create a new class which could convert the given CSV string to the JSON string. Simply, let's call the class name as CSV to JSON string converter.cs. This is our class. Now, as soon as I hit enter, based on our class name, it has automatically generated a code, a method which could convert the given CSV string to the JSON string. Now, if you hover on this suggestion, it has actually provided the 3 suggestions. You can even go over each suggestions by clicking the next here, and you can pick appropriate suggestion whichever suits best for your requirement. We will simply go with the first one. To select this, you simply hit the tab and there you go. Based on the context in your file, it has automatically suggesting the code. Now let's see what else it can do. Let's go to the top of the method here and let's ask a question. Q colon, let's say, okay, it has automatically suggested what is the difference between static and non-static class. Okay, all right. I hit the tab and let's see what it says. Yep, static method can call without instantiating the class. All right, now let me see what else it will say. It's continuing its answer. Non-static methods can only call after instantiating the class. That's good. Let's go to the next. Now, what is the difference between public and private methods? A public method can call from outside of the class and private method can only be called from within the class. If you see, based on the context and keywords available in your file, it is automatically generating the questions and giving the answers which could help us understand the code better. So you can even ask the questions like this. Maybe, what does solid stand for example? Yep, single responsibility, open closed, and yep, stand for. Yep, it gave me the answer. And even I can maybe in the next question, I can go like explain single responsibility principle. Class should have only one reason to change. Hit tab, then it will automatically generate it. Explain open closed principle. A software entity should be open for extension but closed for modification. So this is just a demonstration purposes. To take it to the further, what I want to do is I want to create a wrapper for HTTP client. Let's create a new file and maybe call it as a API client.cs. So I have created this API client class. First, to begin with, what I want to do is I just want to create private read-only, not base URL. It is automatically based on the class name. It is trying to give me the suggestions because in the HTTP client wrapper, we would definitely need the base URL, but that's not what we want. Read-only, we will create HTTP client object. Yep. It gave me the suggestions. I'll take that. Automatically, it gave me the next suggestion. It has created a constructor to create the HTTP client object. I take that one as well. Let's just fix this one. Adding that namespace will fix that. Now let's hit the enter and see if it has any suggestions for us. Well, it has automatically suggested that, okay, it created a get method which could take the URL and provide us with the response. That's good. I'll take that, and I'll just go on and see what else it could give us. It is giving us post as well. I'll take that one too. Then let's see. Put, delete, patch, head. All these are the HTTP verbs, by the way. Options, trace. Okay, I just want to stop it here. Now what I want to do is I want to leave this here. I want to come here and say a generic method to get asynchronously any type of response. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it simply automatically generated that. So it has a lot of potential. Its suggestions would vary based on the comments we write, and it would build the context based on the tabs that are open, and it will also build the context based on the code above and below of where our cursor is placed. And the next thing from Microsoft is GitHub Copilot X. X stands for multiple things here. For example, GitHub Copilot Chat, GitHub Copilot for CLI, and GitHub Copilot for pull request. If you see here in the chat window, you will get an integrated chat terminal inside your Visual Studio Code, and you can do multiple things with it. For instance, you can select a piece of code and you can ask GitHub Copilot to explain it, fix it, or generate unit tests for that piece of code. It has huge potential. This is not an official product yet, but if you are looking to have an early access, you can sign up for technical preview. In the same way, GitHub Copilot for docs and GitHub Copilot for pull requests. And the final thing is GitHub Copilot Labs. GitHub Copilot Labs serves as a testing ground for new features and improvements to the Copilot. That's it for this video. I hope you like the content. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe, share, and comment. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, this is Shri signing off. Thank you.